Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and all.
Hey guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the rip berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk and I'll add spinach and ginger? And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed, and definitely have the power booster and the collagen booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia, Custom Chaos? One of a kind.
You're one of a kind.
Booster juice, freshly made, your way.
These are the weird times you're here. You just don't know what you're supposed to do. Just sit and wait, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. Roy, you hear me? I don't know that he's here.
No, he's not.
Okay. How do we tell that? By the number of little things on the top? Maybe.
Okay. I think so, yeah.
And we are going to assume it's going to pop up.
Just start talking.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to draw number 5 here at the Saville Grand Prix. We are at the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, Alberta. I'm Jim Nix, and I'm joined today with Matt Hames with Rory McCusker on production. We're excited to bring you game number 5 here between Taylor Reese-Hansen and Ikue Kitazawa from Nagano, Japan. Matt, any thoughts on these teams?
Yeah, Kitazawa is the number 18 in the world. So, obviously they travel a lot and having a good bonspiel. And Reese-Hansen is a up-and-coming team, 38th in the world right now from Victoria, British Columbia. I think this is going to be a really good game, Jim.
Yeah, it will. Right now we don't have the visual for it, but we will get that here in a couple minutes and be able to talk through here. These little short, these four bracket or 4-team round robins are very short, 5-team round robins, I guess. And even at 2-0 and 1-1, I think for Kitazawa, both these teams really need to keep winning and to be able to have a shot at making the playoff round.
Yeah, just win.
Yeah.
Sounds really easy. Really good shot there by the Reese-Hansen team to kind of just hit half buried behind the guard. They have hammer. Reese-Hansen has hammer on this end.
It's a good looking shot here. A little flop. Yeah, I'm not real sure if our audio joins up exactly with the visual that everybody's getting on YouTube, but we will proceed under the assumption it's close until we get ours up in front of us here.
Good little hit and roll to the wing here by the Kitazawa team. Rolls out a little bit. Now the big decision, do you come around the center guard or do you go draw to the back one or hit the back one? It's like they're hitting the back one, Jim.
Yeah, just a kind of gentle weight, and looks like she's going to be fine. Nice little roll. If it hangs around, will not, but probably just a touch more weight than you want for that shot. Tough in the first end, though, to be real
Yeah,
precise.
yeah,
Nice thing for a lot of these teams, a lot of them, not sure about Kitazawa, but a lot of them have played here now 2 weekends in a row, even if they're not from here,
right.
which a number of them are. They played here 2 weekends in a row, and the ice has pretty much been the same both weekends. Lots of curl and some real decent speed. So for those that were here last weekend, and Reese-Hansen was one of those, you should have a pretty good handle on it starting out here this weekend. We're about halfway through, I guess, now. Nose hit for the Victoria team, sitting 2 in pretty good spots, I think, Matt.
They are. They are. It looks like they're gonna play. They're gonna play the open one. They're forced to play the open one, obviously. Kitazawa is forced to play this open one because they can't really bury. Playing it with quiet weight.
Yeah, it's sort of one of those when you don't have hammer. These are not very much fun to play. These shots are
Yeah.
just kind of like prolonging an inevitable sort of thing. But you don't have any choice. You got to sort of just say, hey, we just got to keep going.
Yeah.
Hopefully, get a roll out or something, and we'll see.
Just
what
quiet
happens.
weight for a nose hit. Try to get it a little bit higher, so eventually later in the end, maybe take a run at the hit and roll behind the center line guard.
This one looks pretty good. Girls are just light clean. Thought they might try a little harder to roll a little bit further than that, but like I say, it's the first end. You can't be a little careful. You don't want to drop 2, but you don't want to play yourself into a 3 or something either. So
Nice little nose hit and roll to the wing there. That's going to force a come around the out turn. They're coming around the out turn side now. This is a big shot, Jim, because they don't have hammer, and they're ignoring 2 shots and coming around the center line guard.
yeah,
There.
exactly. Yep.
This is a big moment in the game.
It is, and if you go in and out, I think you'll have visual again, Matt.
Yep, I got it.
Okay, good.
Here's the come around.
Yeah. So it does have a real nice hard finish. If this one carries enough, they should be able to get.
We're really trying to get it to go. Yeah, I think that's easily chaseable.
Yeah, it needed a little bit more. Need to bury a little bit better than that.
The good news is, I mean, they're gonna if they chase it with a bit of weight, they're gonna roll away and give Kitazawa a chance to go around there again. But they're kind of drawing around this out. They're drawing around for their lives here a bit, Jim. They don't hammer.
Yeah, they sure are. It's it's a big risk here that they're taking.
Well, this could group, and they might take a shot at a double here if these rocks group a bit. And let's see how good. Really nice weight.
Oh no!
Trying to make it curl now.
Coming in, not going to bury, but it might. And I don't know if it's going to hang around. Got to work
hang
hard to
around.
get that one out. Reese-Hansen working pretty hard. She
Pretty
manages
good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Forces this out turn draw again.
So the last shot made the Kitazawa squad, I think, maybe a little nervous. Looks like maybe they've reverted back to hitting the one in the 12-foot now.
Oh, I think they're playing this out turn come around
Do
still.
you think still? Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same. Yeah, you're right. They really need to bury this.
Yeah, getting a little bit more aggressive with the ice and maybe with the weight too. It's moving early on them. Both going hard.
Yeah, they got to go really hard. They need to get in for sure. And she's going to be light.
Oh. Where do you go now if you're Reese-Hansen?
Yeah, I'm thinking you're going to come right around it. I don't think you have coming around the yellow, I think, full 8-foot at the top.
I think that's the best call. Bite the 8-foot. You don't want to be 4-foot here. I don't think, because then
No.
they've been sort of illustrating that they're willing to come around this. So if you go 4 foot, they're going to come down onto you, and you're going to really struggle to get more than two.
Well, exactly. Yeah. So I think it's yeah, I think it, like you say, I think it's an 8-foot shot and something that she can't really just freeze to. And if she does, she's going to leave you a pretty easy time to score more than a couple
Yeah.
points. So very aggressive move by the Kitazawa team here in the first end. We'll see if they get away with it. They do have some rocks to work with, but they're also going to be looking at 3 after Reese-Hansen throws this one. Her first shot here in the first end. A low turn come around. Sweeper's indicating maybe it's got enough. We don't want to do too much with it. The hand goes up in the air. You really don't want to be behind the tee line here either, Matt.
No, I don't think you mind actually. I'm gonna change everything I thought before because Kitazawa has hammer here. Just counting these rocks. Kitazawa has hammer, so this is yellow's first. So let's rehash the whole decision here and say they left enough room. If she freezes down, you can freeze down and be shot here. So it's not a bad miss. It's good that it was completely buried. So let's see if she can follow them down. They've struggled a little bit with this spot. Coming, they're taking lots of ice here. A little bit more ice even than Reese-Hansen just took.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we managed to do that, or I probably did at the start of the game before we even got on air. That looked like Kitazawa had hammer, but she didn't, and she does. It looked like she didn't have hammer, and she does. So definitely a better position for her now. It's not exactly a fun position, but it's way better than looking at 3 without hammer.
Hey, it's early in the season for all of us.
Yeah, exactly.
The players and the commentators.
Yeah.
We got some little bit of technical issues at the beginning, and we didn't know who got hammer. Now we do. That's the way it works. Really trying to make this curl now.
Yeah, trying to carve it over a little bit, and it's a little warm. Needs to really get over there.
That is going to be a little fortunate that it actually ended up second shot. Like, that's a disaster if it doesn't hit a bit more of the rock, because you're drawing against 3 or 4 in the first end, which is not fun.
Yeah.
Where do you want this one, Jim?
Well, I think it's the same. I still think for her now it's coming around top or full 4 foot behind that guard, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
Biting the button's not bad. Anywhere in that top section there somewhere, just make the draw for Kitazawa now. Push her out a little further and have to make a cool draw to the edge of the button.
I think top 4 is absolutely perfect. I think any deeper in that, and you run the risk of them being able to follow you down and tap it.
Yeah. Yeah, at the very least, cutting you down when you might have a chance to steal 2. So
yeah.
Should be really close here. She just threw this exact same shot. So
it's hanging out. It's coming.
Unfortunately, she might have thrown it to the exact same place.
I think so, yeah.
Well, counting 2.
Forces the draw, though.
Yeah.
Also, it does get quicker in those spots, so you have to adjust. Like after a couple rocks go down the same spot, it will get quicker. It's up to the team to let them know there how much quicker it's getting. So this spot is still going to be quicker on this shot than it was on the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point too, Matt. And actually, if notice that, as we were saying, it is early in the year, and we have seen some misses this weekend just from a communication point of view between sweepers and line callers and whatever that you just don't expect to get from some of the better teams. And we've seen some of that. So that's, again, only the first or second weekend for most of these teams. And it takes a little while for anybody to get everything back. Even Holman lost a game this weekend where she's playing. So
yeah.
We're
We're all human, apparently.
Yeah, maybe. This looks, I think, pretty good. Girls are working pretty hard on it. She's in good shape, I think, with this. Yeah, dandy draw. Yeah, great draw for Kitazawa here. facing a couple with her last rock in the first end. And she does pick up one. The overhead looks different than that, but I'm sure that she picks up one here and after being in a lot of trouble. So we'll move to end number 2 with Kitazawa up 1. Reese-Hansen with hammer after the...
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
Curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
And we're back here for end number 2. Draw 5 of the Saville Grand Prix. You're watching on Curling Stadium and Curling Zone YouTube station. So we're happy to have you here. And Matt, a lot of rocks in play that first end. Took us a little while to figure out who had hammer, but once we saw that, it was an interesting finish to the end. Lots of rocks around.
Yeah, you know, lots of aggressive shots. I like it. Hopefully we get more rocks this end too.
Yeah, the teams overall, I talked about this a little bit last weekend, a little bit in the first game we did here, is most of the teams are pretty aggressive right out of the gate. You know, for a few years there, it looked like in most of the spiels, particularly the women's teams, did play a little more conservative in the first end or two, and we saw a lot of first and second ends that just were throw the rocks up and down the sheet kind of thing. And I think I've only had one game so far when they did that in the first end, so it's kind of nice to see. It makes it a lot more fun to watch for us and the viewers, and probably more fun for the players to a point at least. And yeah, so it's certainly changed a little bit over the last few years.
Yeah, good looking shot here. Top 8 foot, perfect spot.
Yeah, nice job
Freeze.
by Juliana McKenzie. That's one of those ends where at the end of the end, both teams were okay with the end result.
Yeah, definitely.
Got the scoreboard on, it's gone now anyways, but yeah, you know, Kitazawa was in enough trouble that she's not unhappy to take one, and Reese-Hansen is not unhappy. She's probably a little disappointed because she did have a chance to put a lot more pressure on those last couple of shots for the Kitazawa team. But at the end of the day, giving up one, forcing one in the first end was probably the first plan anyways.
Ooh, okay. So a little short here, and decision here by Reese-Hansen is to go to the wing, back 8 foot. I like it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of this week too, is that second shot when they had the first one in, the team with hammer ends up going to the wings on that second one rather than coming right around. But
You really want to get this back of the house, Jim, because you don't want them to be able to hit and roll under that pile.
Yeah, exactly.
It's coming over nicely. Like it, the weight is pretty good. Good shot.
Yep.
It's a good spot.
Yep. Sick.
You sort of have to hit it this early in the end. You could. Just saying that you could take a run at this. You could run.
Yep. Looks like she's going to play that. She's going to play her own on the red.
Yeah. Risky shot, Jim. You're
Yeah.
starting to get, if you hit this a little too thin.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And you could leave a couple of reds there, and one of your guards is gone. It's it would take a little bit of courage to just ignore that and go around or hit number 2, but
Yeah.
might not be a bad plan, to be honest.
I think the risk here is hitting the top one. Like ticking the top one is,
Yeah.
because they're playing this a little quiet. Try to hit as much as they could see. The risk from the ice is to hit the top one, so the thrower overcompensates maybe and throws it a little out.
Yeah, she
They're
might
trying
be
to
able
get
to
it to
bend this
curl.
enough. Close. Might get the back one.
Oh,
Yeah. Bit
over the
unlucky.
top of all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, a little unlucky not to get one there, although they probably don't line up so that they could have got one. So they did stay for what that's worth out in the 12-foot there.
I don't think that rock helps them, Jim.
No, I'm not sure it does either.
I think you come around it. If you can put it at where her left foot was there,
Yeah.
man, that would be pretty astonishingly good. She's thinking about just a little tap, in-turn draw. Now you're starting to think about what Kitazawa wants to play, and I think Kitazawa wants to look at this in-turn draw as they're out of this end too, like try to bury behind here to force or even grab a steal. So they're going first, Jim.
Yep. So she's got an intern coming down here, about 4 feet of ice.
If they make this, I think you're seeing that guard coming back still.
Yeah, even without hammer, she might be forced to do that.
Yeah, I don't think she gets into a situation where she starts trying.
It'll be hard to get this one over enough, and might be a little bit heavy, but
Well, now they're starting to take it back to the back 8-foot, back 12-foot. And you can see that Kitazawa doesn't want to touch it. She's like, "This is the rock we're freezing to."
yeah, she was pretty
She's
excited. to see
never
what
sweeping
picked up.
that.
No.
You want to get that back 12, like just even, not even in play would have probably been worked out a little bit better. But you got to make these shots, Jim. They can't. Got to make this freeze.
Yeah, great opportunity. This is one of the you don't often get multiple opportunities when you're in trouble like this. So you got to make it on the time that you get it, first time you get it, which is now. It's got to curl a bunch though.
Well, the indication was that it was wide. It was popped a little bit. So if it's a little bit, if the weight is good, it should curl enough at the end here, but it might bounce.
It's really close.
Not bad.
Pretty good shot. It didn't look like it was going to get over there, but they did get it there, and it was light enough they could afford to try to carve it in there. And
Yeah, I think you don't even hesitate. You rip this guard.
yeah,
Oh, interesting way to rip the guard.
yeah
You got a choice. You can choose either way. I don't think I'd be ripping it towards my own red, but
no.
You do what you do. You just half a rock and everything is good. So might have been a little tight. It's on the back one. That would be why I would never play the peel that way, but it's all good. Got rid of it.
Sets up a nice corner that she might be able to use at some point.
Yeah. Still way early in the end. No real harm. You go from, got some rocks in play. Kitazawa recognizes that and is playing a hit and roll to the wing. They're in force them to one mode now. There's no steal anymore.
Yeah, the Reese-Hansen team, even this early in the game, we're only just an end and a bit into this, or end and a half into it, and they've probably had 3 times now they've thrown draws that went to the back that really hurt them, and you don't want to be doing that. So hit and roll now to the wings for the Kitazawa. Get the little hop skip.
Really trying to make this curl. solid sweeping if they could do. If they
Yeah.
could just ignore it all, go around the corner.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams would do that. I think
That's
that's
what she's doing.
Yeah. In theory, the rock at the back of the house, that A1 at the back of the 8-foot shouldn't really cause you any trouble, and you've still got a really good opportunity at 2 if you can make a really nice draw here.
Yep. Just has to be third shot. Doesn't even have to be. Doesn't have to be shot. Doesn't really have to be second shot. Just has to be third shot. Just has to outcount that biter.
Yep.
Or that, not the biter, the one that's in full 12.
Yeah.
Also the biter, but the one in full 12.
These usually curl pretty hard to the wings, so this
Yeah.
one should bury pretty good. Just going to be a little heavy again, I think. Not real heavy, but
Yeah, just a little bit deeper than they wanted, but not bad.
yeah. Yeah.
Gonna chase it. Try to hit and roll. Could.
Could just draw to it, I suppose.
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering where you're gonna roll to. Is that gonna be an okay spot to take on the double on the 2 yellows? Maybe.
Yeah, it definitely could be. I think you roll a little bit further than that, the double would be very difficult. But
Yeah.
first step is to remove this rock.
Yeah, lots of rotation here.
Should be close based on how the sweepers are managing it here.
Looks pretty good.
That's probably about as good as she could do, Matt.
Yeah, yeah.
Difficult. The double's difficult for sure, and yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not sure that you would take on the double this yet, but if you could come down. Yeah, this is good. Hit and roll over there. You're going to be someone's scoring this end because they're not all going away. A lot of rocks in the rings that are going to be there, so somebody's definitely scoring. So you might as well bring. You got the option of hitting and rolling behind the corner guard too.
Yeah.
Especially if she's a little tight, you could cross it or not.
Be a little on the thin side, but probably not thin enough.
Decision here.
Yeah, this will be an interesting one.
There's no steal situation, so like, do you just? I think you just hit these back ones here.
Make sure the red goes, and you'll sit 2 or 3 when you're done.
Yeah, you'll sit 2 in a way that if she comes around the corner guard, you're still going to be shot.
Yeah.
Sit like 1 and 2, so just get rid of these. And yeah, I think that was a little bit heavier on that last rock. That maybe just a little bit harder than needed for that shot.
Yeah, because we can hit and stay right here. Then probably Reese-Hansen chases it. She could go around the corner again, but it looks like that corner's long enough that you're going to be able to pick it out, get it out, no matter what. So, see what she does here. She must find it cold out there. She's got the big jacket on.
Yeah. Looks cold. She looks warm with the big jacket.
Yeah. You got to be warm. It's tough skipping when you're out there and you're half frozen, that's for sure. This is not, it worked out okay. I thought it might curl a little too much. It might leave the red one a little bit, but it did not. So, would you just draw to this?
I probably would, yeah. Because you're forced anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna probably have something similar to this on the next one. So, I think I agree with you. I would probably play the freeze. We know that freezes are tough to make score, but
yeah, it's
always a chance.
The way that you can look at it is to say it's a practice draw, right?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have to draw. You're gonna have to draw for 1 probably on your last.
Yeah.
So you might as well just take a practice draw here.
So Taylor Reese-Hansen out of Victoria, BC. Throwing the intern freeze.
just that heavy clean right now. And the sweepers want to sweep it for weight at the beginning, but
It's going to be pretty close to being good here.
I think you want to roll this, ladies. Just let it do its own natural.
Yeah, this a little oversweep, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Not
think
bad.
you're right. Yeah, I agree. I think you're right. If you had just let that die a little bit from even the top of the 12-foot, just it'll still work over there a little bit. It's going that direction already. It's not like you have to work hard to get it over there, and really the bounce didn't help you unless you're dead in front of it. So an opportunity for Kitazawa now to force Reese-Hansen to take one. Really just make sure you get the shot rock out, and you're going to achieve that because she's already got a couple in there that will stay no matter what, even if the shooter rolls out here.
Yeah, she doesn't really even care if she stays or just the only job here is to get rid of the rock and force a draw. Put a little pressure on by staying.
Yeah. Good throw.
Out turn, nose hit.
Yeah, chance to tie it up. She really never had much going in that end after the start. Once she got halfway through, it was kind of like looking like something was going to have to go. She's going to have to get a break to have more than just a shot for
Yeah, once that rock went to the back 8-foot, if that rock goes top 4, this could be an entirely different end. But, just come back, get your one, go to the next end.
Yeah.
Nice quiet wait. Pretty good release. Just keep brooms down the whole time.
Yeah, gotta go a little bit. Want to hold it here?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be
she's
fine.
okay. Yeah. So good throw for Reese-Hansen. She'll pick up her single here in the second end. We are tied up at 1 after 2 ends of play. Be back right after the break.
That's life. That's what all the people say.
Hey guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the rip berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk and I'll add spinach and ginger? And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed, and definitely have the power booster and the collagen booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia, Custom Chaos? Yeah, one of a
So
kind.
quiet. I feel
You're
like
one of
I
a kind.
need to have a little tiny bit of
Blister juice,
ambient
freshly
noise or
made.
something or whatever.
You're
It seems like we can't hear them talk, but it would be. It looks like it needs something happening there. So.
So we got to come around here.
Yeah, as we mentioned before, both these teams will be definitely looking for victories, and in the case of Kitazawa, probably a must to be able to get to the playoff round. It's going to be challenging to get there if she doesn't win this game. She's at 1-1 now. 2-2 probably doesn't get you in, although last weekend it did. At least one team got in with a 2-2 record, but Reese-Hansen is sitting at 2-0, so one more win pretty much solidifies her journey into the playoff round. So Juliana McKenzie now will try to come in.
Going pretty hard on this. It's curling a lot. It means it might be a little bit light, Jim.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Perfect line. If they had just a little tiny bit more, it's not going to be awful, but not quite where she wanted to be.
Pretty good spot.
Yeah.
You can see a quarter on this outturn side, so it's definitely chaseable.
She's going to go to...
Yeah, there aren't really a lot of good places to go. I think I like the first call, the outturn. Yeah, I like that one.
I like that better than the in-turn for sure, yeah. Yeah, I think you put it here. You force Reese-Hansen to kind of lead things around a little bit. And second stone for lead. Assuming he should go, Ka.
Not sure she got all the way out to the brim here. Got to get it by this guard. You can't take it. Good sweeping. Really good brushing.
Yeah,
you can still chase that. Yeah. Play the straight freeze too.
Yeah, good opportunity here for Reese-Hansen to get one in there.
Would have got a good time on that rock. So you definitely know the speed here.
Second stone, Kim Bono.
Good positive release. Line's pretty good. It's like the sweepers want to go for weight.
Yeah, I don't think they have to.
I don't think so. They changed their mind, so they agree with you. Oh, it's not the way that they wanted it to go.
No.
Ooh, like this shot.
Yep.
This is aggressive. You could kind of, I guess if you hit and roll that out, you wonder whether or not Reese-Hansen tries the freeze again. But they're just coming in here.
Yeah, they obviously just don't want to leave that same shot for Reese-Hansen, because if she does get it in there, it's going to be really a challenging task to eventually get it out. So
super aggressive call here. I like it.
Yeah.
No problem.
Hard on this. I think she's good here. Why? She get in far enough? It looks like it will. Actually, could have come off of that a little tiny bit earlier too. But that's
I don't know that they need to. I think you almost have to. I think you almost have to throw. You could crash these guards or throw a bit of weight at this and just get rid of. I don't really know actually.
Get rid of at least a couple of them.
Just get rid of one, like.
Yeah, because it's going to be a challenge here. I mean, for her to, even with no guards right now, you probably couldn't get rid of both the yellows. So.
No, that top yellow isn't going anywhere. That's 2 shots away from going anywhere. So 5 rocks to play. This is you probably hope if you can get rid of 2 of these, they can't put a guard on in a way that guards the yellow and your red run back. So you try to get rid of both of these. Might get that back right one moving too, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think so. I think there's a definite possibility. Ona with her second shot here in the third end.
Trying to make a curl, which is, oh, no, not anymore. Okay, yeah, there you go. Not, I don't know if that's good. I don't think that's good.
I know, yeah. It's kind of like Kitazawa's a little tap if she decides to play from sitting 4, but
well, I don't know that she play.
Didn't work
I
out
don't
as good
think
as
she plays it right now.
No,
Jim.
I think she's thinking about it for sure. This is where she almost has too many rocks right now, but the next one coming still, so it's
yeah, 4 rocks to come. 5 rocks to come, I mean. There's like I don't.
Ender's still alive.
Yeah. Well, it's not if you hit this, because then they're definitely going to hit. But if you don't hit this, then I don't. If you could.
I don't think you want to be throwing up a guard here, though, do you? You really?
No, I don't think I'm not advocating for a guard. But what if you go out to the wing?
Yeah.
In turn out to the wing. I don't know.
You could do that.
Just put some pressure on them. It's like if you don't throw right now, what does Reese-Hansen do if you don't throw?
Yeah.
What would she play?
She's gonna freeze.
She's gonna come down, and if she ever just bounces a little bit off of that, like,
yep.
You know.
Looking for what I think is how they're describing kind of a board weight shot here.
Yeah. I don't like this because it's just gonna group all these rocks.
Yeah, I'm thinking, and I might be wrong here, but I'm thinking they would like to hit this a little on the thick side and roll the shooter over to the other side as we look at it.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, especially with that ice in this weight.
But it's curling a lot, so that's probably not what's going to happen.
I think it's just going to
Everything's going to stay right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna leave. He knows this. He might not actually like. This is hard to get rid of all 3. This is hard to get rid of more than 1 rock. I think you just want to nose this. You just sit there.
I would agree with you. I think that. The only way you're getting rid of more than 1 is if you hit this one on the high side and your shooter's going to roll away.
You don't actually have to play this with peel either, Jim. Like you play this like you have to keep your shooter.
Yeah.
Like peel doesn't actually help you here.
Yeah, I think they're going at it with heavier weight than that, but
yeah, they are.
I agree with you. I don't think it may not work out to be as good as you want it to be if you throw it too hard. So everything's going to stay except for probably not absolutely
bad.
No.
Still really, really hard to get rid of those. You can't get rid of those 2 yellows, but you can nose it, and then your rock is hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
They're trying to hit and roll over here. If they make this, if they hit and roll to the center and get the back one, these are starting to get a little bit scary for Reese-Hansen.
I would agree. So third stone, Seina Nakajima. Now with her first here in the third.
Quieter weight.
Raise takeout on her own. Or using her own to move the red stone. This must be close. Real close.
Yeah, well, they might have just lost it at the end there.
Pretty good.
Yeah, you got to nose hit this, and honestly, like I'd be tempted to throw like a back line. Like I didn't even think she's calling hip weight. So here we go. Hip weight is probably more like a control. Just want to nose it. Whatever weight you can nose it, Jim. That's what, at the end of this, you want to be dead on the nose of that. And if you lose the back one, great. If you don't, if you dead froze, like if you just dead froze, I know freezing sounds awful when they're sitting 4 and you don't have hammer, but you really have to be on the nose of this. Or
absolutely,
yeah. Weight's pretty quiet.
Yeah, pretty quiet, yeah.
So it should curl. Just get on the nose. Just like that.
I think that's really
Yeah,
good,
it's
Matt.
pretty
Yeah.
good. It's pretty good. It's gonna be hard to get rid of that. They're probably gonna throw. She's gonna throw a peel at this and just try to blast it.
No, I don't think so. I think she's going to throw less than that and just try to get a little bit to the inside of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she's going to go from sitting 1 to probably red sitting 1 here after the shot, but I don't see.
I think she's gonna throw it really hard, Jim.
Yeah, well, it looks like by that, what
That's
she
the
just indicated
plan.
there, maybe, yeah.
Just hit it as hard as you can, just off no, just roll it. Oh, she's throwing. Now she's changing it to what? Just she tapped the bottom of her shoe, which I believe is hack weight.
Yeah.
I don't speak.
Well, that's kind of the
Japanese symbols,
yeah,
but
sort of the
I think it's hack
international
weight.
symbol, yeah. So she may even be trying to. I don't know if she's trying to save that back one or if she just.
She
thinks
is.
that's what she
Yeah.
needs, yeah.
She's trying to save the back one if she can. Even 2 rocks, just try to release this, and it's a lonely red rock. If you get
It is
this,
for
if
sure.
you get the yellow one out of there.
This looks pretty good. She
Looks
needs to
pretty
curl a little
close.
more. I'd want it to curl a little bit more.
Little break not a great break because like a couple of ways to get at that red rock now. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you have to freeze down to the pocket, Joe, or like just to the yellow one.
Yeah, the yellow on the center line there.
Yeah. I don't think you can get into the pocket, but right now they can blast it. You know.
Yeah.
They can blast it out because they can see more than half.
Yeah.
Or they can do yellow, red. So
I was going to say, would you ever take the top one, try to make the double on the one on the right if we look on the overhead?
yeah, I
Make
guess
those two. You're gonna sit.
Yeah.
You're gonna maybe partially guard your own, but even if you don't,
I think it's gonna roll away to get this, but because you got to go over the top, right? So, but this is bad. If you make this double, it does get rid of some of the. You're just trying to get rid of the double. I don't think you care about the shooter staying. I
Yeah.
don't think that really helps you. That's probably it's a good call. You're throwing a draw for your life, or you're throwing this.
Yeah.
Neither one of them. Both are very precise shots. If you
Reese-Hansen
nose, you could roll for a guard. That could work out for you too.
Yeah. Throwing a little more weight than I thought she was going to throw, but she has an opportunity to maybe clean this up a little bit and be in a little better position after looking.
It'd be
like
way too
not
high
gonna
side,
curl
but
enough yet.
that's not horrible, because if you do something with this rock, you're now going to set up a double or a triple.
Yeah.
She's going to try to crotch this, Jim, like just kind of hit it right in the crotch with a bit of weight and try to kick the one on the right out to the wing.
Yep.
That's the plan.
Yeah, I think if you hit this 3/4 kind of, you eliminate the red and your shooter goes over, the other yellow goes back a little bit, and the shooter kind of spins up a little bit on the right-hand side, and really, I think, puts Reese-Hansen in a predicament for sure. She needed to make contact on both those rocks on the
It's
last
certainly gonna, no matter what, you're gonna leave a double. So
Yeah.
you're in and there's still a good chance that you're gonna leave this rock in a place where there's a chance to get all 3 moving.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, everything's so close together.
This is curling.
She's gonna be good, I think. Well, now you can get them all.
Yep, they all go. They all go if you hit half a rock on that top red, on the top yellow. Right? Like I think you got to throw pretty hard, but they all go.
Yeah. So that's a little bit unlucky. I mean, there's a chance of her leaving the triple for sure, but I don't think she ever would have envisioned leaving. If you can describe a triple as simple, this is about, as easy a one you're going to get.
It's easy-ish. I think it's a little harder. I think it's a little harder with the intern because you've got to curl away from it instead
I think
of.
it's a lot harder with the intern. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd be playing the outturn at this, but
yeah.
Let's see what she's gonna do. I think this has to be moving.
That I agree, yeah. Reese-Hansen attempting a triple here in the third end. Sounds pretty daunting. I mean, you have to attempt a triple, but this one's definitely a possibility, and it's going to be really close.
There you go. Got out of there in a hurry.
That is
easy
a
with
great
the intern,
shot.
Jim.
Yep, she knew what she was doing. Yeah. There goes our opportunity to end up coaching this team. They're going to be like, well, we don't need them. Anyway.
Hey, it's, you know what? The shot's makeable with both turns.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought it was easier to sweep, and she thought it was easier to throw with the intern. So
yeah, that was a really nice throw. You know what? That was
great.
As even though we talk about that shot being pretty simple and everything else, anytime you're throwing against three and as a skip, and the other team still has one to throw, it's not easy. So great shot by Taylor, and now Ikue Kitazawa will attempt to blank this end. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yep.
Throw. Nice throw by Kitazawa. And after all of that, we ended up with a blank end here in the third end, and we'll go to end number 4 and a 1-1 tie when we come back from the break.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
The rock faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Mowat, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and après curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock!
So we're back. Matt, we don't very often get to see a lot of triples, and we sure saw a nice one there by Reese-Hansen.
I mean, those rocks got out of there in a hurry, Jim. So she just had to hit it a little bit off nose, which is what we thought, and they exploded out there. There was never any worry there. That was a really good shot.
Yeah, for sure. So after avoiding that, she'll try to force the issue a little bit here. Maybe try to steal one here in the fourth end. Big end for either team to score. Kitazawa still with hammer. Both these teams will play again once more tonight.
We got our first Flash Gordon.
Yeah, it's odd to see.
Yeah, just a little bit quiet, I think, on the weight, and just might have got it started a bit too. I thought actually with that ice she was maybe throwing a corner guard and then came out with the weight. So it's the reverse center line come around. It's the come around center line.
Yeah. Juliana McKenzie with her second.
Just trying to get this anywhere in the way, right, Jim? Like just get a guard up there and get some offense going.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I like to get a little piece of that center line to make sure they don't have the option of removing it.
Yeah, I don't know that they'll tick, but it's perfect. It's in a good spot, so. You got a good opportunity for a bounce back here. Just shake it all off and have the memory of a goldfish and throw the draw. Hey, skipper, I'm on the team to throw draws, not hits.
Yeah. Ishigoka, I think is how we pronounce her last name. This one looks a little light to me, but
Yeah, when it starts curling like that early, I think it's okay. Just corner freeze. Good sweeping.
Yeah.
Not a bad spot. It doesn't look awesome, but it's really not a bad spot because it's something you can use later in the end. And you know, the worst spot is bouncing off or leaving it really short, leaving a guard. But that doesn't kill him.
No. So they'll come around now for Reese-Hansen squad.
Let's see if they can get one in front of the tee line, Jim.
Yes, yeah, that has been a challenge.
On it like they like it.
Line looks really good.
Great.
Sneak it by, and she will. Sneak it by the back one. She does that too. It's a great
That's
shot.
a beautiful curling shot right there. That puts a lot of pressure. We're playing some peels.
Yeah. Try to run this back. Probably try to run this back into her own a little bit if she could. But
Yep. Just thin half here. Try to get a piece of the yellow on the way by and see if you can be a little thicker. Maybe a little thicker than that, but
yeah, probably a little thicker than that. But regardless, the same. Just it's gonna be real close.
good double peel and stay for a corner.
Yeah, nicely done.
I want to guard the top one here, not the back one.
Yeah.
Take away the double. I'll give you a hit and roll on the back one if you want. Yep, discard that one. That's what she's saying. Happy to leave you a hit and roll on that back one. I just don't want you to hit and roll on that top one and get both of them moving.
Yeah, and even the corner guard's pretty extreme to the guard side, but you can't make it from the other one. You can't make it off the other one. You can only make it off the top one. So. Kimbono with her second here in the fourth. Just playing a guard. As Matt says, she's trying to guard that high one, so she's trying to get just to the center line.
A little deeper than they wanted, Jim.
Yeah, a little bit, but I think
Not
she'll
bad.
be okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to take a run at the run double. Get rid of all three. Would you call this a triple if she makes it, or
Well,
would you call it
I would call it a triple if she gets all three. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah.
Well,
A little tougher triple than the last end for the other team, but it's still there.
Is it a run double or is it a triple?
I don't know.
Either way. Could be both.
Yeah.
Could be
They're
neither.
really close either way.
There
Got
you
two
go.
of them.
Not bad.
And set up another corner guard. That's a pretty good
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, good result. Low scoring game, but a lot of really good shots being made in this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This end especially, like people are making their shots. That might have been just a little deep.
Yeah. Yeah. Third stone, Megan McGilvery. Looking for a guard.
A little wider, I think, on that release.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Doesn't look like they're worried about it curling enough.
I know it's definitely going to curl. Got to stop. Okay, good spot.
Yeah, I think really good. Forces Kitazawa to play the run.
In turn. She asked which turn. Said, I will play the in turn. I would like the in turn. So here's the ice.
Seina Nakajima. Third stone for Kitazawa.
Never good when you got to make a curl.
It's going to be close again. She'll make that. Nice shot.
Good shots.
Leaves the guard, but she wasn't going to be able to get rid of all of it, so...
It's her guard now, though, Jim.
Exactly,
so
yeah.
That's good. Lots of run backs. That's a lot of run backs in a row.
Yeah, some really nice shots being made there. So, going right around again for McGilvery. First indication there, a little bit, maybe just a little warm. Sweepers don't want to do anything with it, so. This team is, as a rule, not every shot, but most of them have been a little on the heavy side when they've had some of these opportunities. This one's quite heavy.
Yeah, it's going to go over back 8. Back 4.
Yeah,
it's not bad. Buried.
Yeah. So, Matt, will she really want to get right back to that, do you think, or will she want to be a little higher than that?
She does want. They're switching gears and they're going aggressive right now, and they're saying, let's go top button, put some pressure on Reese-Hansen here by sitting shot, top button, buried, and forcing you to chase. And if you ever bounce off, then you bring a deuce into play.
So Nakajima with the out turn draw could turn into a freeze before it's done, but for now it's just to come around. Line looks pretty good.
Sure, you must be sweeping it for
a little bit for line. I think they're a little concerned with that. It is going to go right to the back one.
T-line.
Not quite, yeah. Nicely done.
Over curled enough that you can't really play with the intern, which is good. So you got to follow it down, and pretty good spot actually, Jim. Maybe just move that rock up a rock, and it's absolutely perfect.
Yeah,
it's really not far from perfect right now, though. It's a great shot.
The only thing the only reason why it's not perfect now, basically, in my opinion, is that they can come down and sit on it and make it very, very difficult for you to have a chance to get your 2, where if it's a little higher, they can't do that. They've actually got to move it. So
if they can freeze on here, they're not just in a good situation for 2. They're in a good situation for, like, you don't have to be shot after this rock, Jim. Yeah. But if you can freeze on this, it's Kitazawa is gonna have a tough decision on her first.
Sure, right? Yeah.
Tendency is to try to throw this a bit harder, though, and bounce it. I don't think she has. It's by the guard a little bit more than whoa, because you don't want to bounce. Pretty good. That's as you said. It's going to be really, really hard to get a deuce out of this, and now you're playing a little bit of defense because you're thinking, I don't want to leave a shot to them.
Yeah, and this is really tough because if you guard this top 12-foot or something like that, or full 8, wherever you guard it, I think the way this ice moves, and they haven't played it maybe much, but Reese-Hansen could come around in the intern and just touch her own if she had the nerve to do it and get shot.
Did she ever play the peel weight, just pick the yellow one?
Maybe. I'd have to want to see whether or not what the risk is on her picking the top one instead. But
I don't think she could pick the top one with peel weight because it's totally buried.
Okay.
But she can see half of the back one.
Yeah.
The question is, can she get it past the one right behind? I think she can.
Yeah.
So she's gonna leave the possibility of a pick. I don't think they're ever gonna play. I don't think they're ever gonna tap their own red, but they might.
Yeah. So there's an out-turn guard for Kitazawa. Wants to be kind of a tight guard. She's not looking to be way out there, but just really trying to. She want to be quite that tight. She needs it to move
I don't
a
think
little
she
bit
wanna.
now.
That's not bad. That's
Yeah,
about
I
where
think she
she's
got
at.
away with it. Yeah.
So we saw her make an in-turn peel last end. Did we ever see her make this in-turn pick? Like, hit what you can see and it goes, and then you force a draw against 2.
Well, they certainly see it. They certainly, just watching them look at it there, they certainly see that option. It's just a matter of whether or not they want to do it.
They're talking about the double run as well. The center line guard onto the yellow, onto the red, onto the yellow.
Yeah.
If we had a telestrator, we could draw all that, but you can see yellow, yellow, red, yellow.
Yeah.
Talking about throwing an out-turn, talking about throwing an out-turn draw to just so you don't have a shot. Like, the only shot that Kitazawa has right now is the out-turn draw to the edge of the button. So
this is probably the smart shot.
Play.
Yeah.
Smart play to take it away.
Just make sure you take enough ice here. I just see so many teams not take enough ice on a shot like this, and they really don't end up guarding anything because they don't really guard the actual path of the next shot.
Yeah, I know. I like throwing the in-turn and treating this like almost more like a corner guard, but not really. Like, just guard the edge of the floor.
Yeah.
Right. Like, if you take edge of the floor and throw an in-turn and it just guards the edge of the floor, it's going to take away the hole anyway. Like, it's going to take away the draw.
Yeah. Sort of one of those. I sort of refer to those as those tweener guards. They're kind of not quite a corner, not quite a center. So that's where she's really wants this rock to end up.
Right, and it's so hard to throw. Like, I always say when I'm talking to young teams, like, if you want the rock to be like guarding the edge of the floor in the first end, you would throw it inside out. Like, you would never throw it outside in. But all skips throw outside in guards.
Yeah.
It's weird how skips are just like, no, I'm throwing the outside in guard. I don't care. Like, so this is curling a bit too much, and it's not going to take away It's not really going to take it away.
No, if she doesn't bounce, she doesn't take anything away, really.
No, she leaves the draw.
Sees exactly what we're talking about. Now, yeah, it's not an easy draw, but you didn't have to leave it. It really doesn't.
No, you take edge of the forefoot and throw the in-turn, and you guard, like, you throw a corner guard. You're going to take away take that left corner guard and move it over to where the G is.
Exactly. And
right. That takes away any chance at anything. And that's a corner guard, not a center guard. She didn't want to throw a center guard. She wanted to throw a corner guard there.
Yeah.
And it's hard to realize that. It's hard to say to skips, you're trying to throw a corner guard here, not a center guard.
Yeah. The good thing for her here is that she really is. Kitazawa really doesn't have much space to draw to here. It's not like you've left her the whole entire button or something. She's got probably about 6 square inches or something of the sheet to draw to, but she can't. But it's there. Like, it's. And I've learned long enough now that when you do leave somebody something, even if it's difficult, maybe not every time, but sometimes they make it. So you hate to sort of leave that. So here it comes, anyways. Ikue Kitazawa now with their final store here, looking for as much of the button as she can get to score 2 here in the 4th end.
Line looks good. Line actually doesn't. Looks heavy.
Yeah.
Based on the way it's not curling.
I think for sure it's heavy. Well, really close anyway.
No, it's.
Yeah.
Good try.
Yep. Good effort. So Kitazawa will pick up a single here in the 4th end. Should take a 2-1 lead to the break. We'll be back shortly.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the RockShop has it all. Shop online anytime at the RockShop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. The RockShop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
So we're back for a minute or two here for the end of the fourth end. We have a 2-1 game with Kitazawa leading Reese-Hansen. Looks like we're going to be a few minutes, so I think we'll take this opportunity, Matt, to run our series of sponsors again. They're the guys that help make this happen, and we'll be back right after we do so.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The rock faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Mowat, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and après curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock.
So we're back here, just getting underway here in the fifth end, and Matt, I have to say, for a game that really has had a fair number of rocks in play, we've got a pretty low scoring affair here.
It is. It's a low scoring affair, but it's definitely had, there's like we had one blank, but even that came with a lot of rocks. So yeah, we're getting a lot of offense. It's been a fun game to watch and well played by both teams.
Yeah, it really has. It's been one of the more interesting games I've had lately. So looking forward to the second half. Reese-Hansen with hammer now, down trailing 2-1 to Kitazawa.
See if they can build a deuce here, Jim. That's the goal, right?
Yeah, it certainly is, yeah. We'll see. These teams have been aggressive enough that I don't expect it to change much over the next few ends, and as they try to maneuver their way to a two-ender somewhere, which would be huge in this game. Should see lots of rocks in play.
Yeah, before the centerline tick shot came into play, they might take a run out of hack waiter on this, but if you tick your own guard, it's like you can tick your own guard, right, in this?
I believe you can move your own.
Yeah, never mind. I'll be okay. It's early in the season, Jim.
Yeah. Well, it's a good point, though. The point you're trying to make is very valid. You wouldn't want to be.
Still don't
in
want to take your
opposition.
own guard.
Yeah.
So they're deciding to play this with just draw weight, even though they can see 3/4.
Yeah, Kitazawa without hammer here. She does one guard up. She's going to try to get a rock on top of the red. And she has a pretty good setup right now.
Yeah, cross it a little bit. Want to freeze down on top of this again, on the outside. Get all our angles all fun and dandy.
Yeah, we haven't seen quite as much of the whatever you call that angled maneuvering kind of tactic as we usually see in this event. I don't know if it's just teams are trying some different things.
Yeah, it doesn't always set up perfect. Oh, this is curling a bit early. This might be a bit light.
Yeah, look light tight. I don't know.
Now we're trying to cross it. Get all the way over there.
Almost look like a pick.
I think it might have. It just jumped early.
Yeah. The sweeper's never made any effort to get it there at all. Even if it was curling really.
Yeah. You don't really want a high center when you have hammer there. She's checking it to see where.
Yeah.
Just a little unfortunate picked rock. It definitely looked like it jumped early.
Yeah. Sekisto Minori Suzuki.
Lots of good rotation here. Just trying to come down to the same one. Just freeze again. Gotta go for everything. Not sure they wanted to get that by, actually.
Well, looks like going to have to clean things up a little bit for Reese-Hansen. Now it's getting a little messier than she wants it to get.
Yeah, I mean, one of the reasons, Jim, that we've had such a low-scoring game is because people have been making these run backs pretty consistently.
Yeah.
So we'll see whether or not the trend continues.
Kim Bono. Just real close.
Yeah.
Ooh, they might have let it.
No, it's good. Now it's their rock.
Yeah. Yeah, it is their rock. She does have hammer. She might have liked to roll that a little bit off to the side, but still. Kitazawa playing the same shot now, coming right in.
Well, right now, as it goes, Reese-Hansen has both turns for their two.
Yeah.
For her two, right? So she's pretty happy with. She doesn't really care about that center line guard right now. At some point, Kitazawa's got to deal with shot rock. So I think you're going to see. This is going to give a chance for a double peel. You can get them all moving. I wonder if you can get that yellow moving and get the red into the rings.
Ooh, yeah. Be tough. It's got to go so far, right? I'm thinking. I think you're right. If it was another 3-4 feet closer to the rings, I think there's
maybe it's got a chance. Yeah.
Yeah. Might find out though, because it's basically the shot that she's calling.
Yeah, that's what she's calling. I don't think it's going to go in either. I think it might scare him a little bit, but it's not going to happen.
Bono with her second. It might be Bono.
Looks close. No, just missed it.
Yeah.
Up there ready to sweep it, though.
They were. They were definitely looking for that possibility.
Yeah. Now you got to hit, I think.
Right.
Thirds first. Sound like you disagree, Jim?
Well, I don't know if I disagree. I'm just trying to figure out whether or not I actually agree. She's certainly, up one without hammer playing this end in a really good position. And although I agree that Reese-Hansen does have both ways to get in right now, I don't know that just playing that same shot's not a bad option.
A guard?
Yeah.
You mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now
But
you're
she's-
just guarding the one, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm kind of playing this end to hopefully get out of it with Reese-Hansen getting one. But anyway, she looked like she flicked this one out a little bit on release.
Yeah,
So
trying to get it to curl. Should come in pretty nicely. Quiet weight.
Did she get it out? She will.
Yeah.
Okay, nicely done. Didn't exactly get where she wanted to be, but leaves a possible double. Nose double.
Nose double and 4 rocks to go. Maybe got a chance to suck one behind that.
You might, yeah,
Center
definitely
guard.
might.
Gonna roll a bit on top of your back one, probably. If you make the shot, you're gonna roll to the left a little bit.
Yeah.
Playing it with some weight, Jim.
Yeah. Third stone, Megan McGilvery. Big extension.
Might be closer to the nose. No, looks pretty good. Pretty good. Brings a jam into play.
Yeah, I think that was a good shot. It's,
Yeah.
you know, Kitazawa's going to have to make something really good here to have a chance at a 2. So Reese-Hansen got herself out of some trouble here. So well done so far.
Yeah. Well, if she doesn't perfectly hit and roll, Reese-Hansen has a chance to hit and roll buried and start to set up her deuce.
Well, exactly, yeah.
Really trying to stop this from curling. Looks
they're trying
pretty
to make-
good.
Yeah, I don't think you can complain too much about that one.
About as perfect as you can do.
Yeah.
It's their rock though, so if you can nut this, your deuce is definitely in play. Playing Peel again, because why not? They throw it really good with Peel.
That would be one of those shots that when Buck Martinez does the Blue Jays game. So I'm going to put a little red star beside that one. You
Yeah.
know, that was kind of a little red star shot, that one. So
It's a great roll. It's
yeah.
if she can nose hit this and keep her rock right in the way, then it's right back at you with
Yeah.
another red star.
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to make it curl.
I think she's got to be close. Wow, she's going to be good too. Oh, didn't quite get there.
It's pretty
Got
good.
rid of it, yeah. Well, these
Pretty
two teams
good.
are both making those shots look pretty easy. You know,
Making these run backs for fun.
Yeah. Kitazawa looking to come around again. And the guard's out there quite a ways. Let me look at the overhead shot, so it's not like a real short run back.
No, it's a long way.
Yeah. Kitazawa with a 1-point lead right now. I mentioned this team is number 18 in the world, and I'm not very familiar with this team. I don't know why. I probably have seen them before. I don't feel like I've seen them very much. I'm not sure if they're over here quite as often as some of the other teams. I guess we see the Korean team so much that it's a little bit different, but good looking team, pretty young team.
Yeah, make a lot of shots.
Yeah.
Throw it really well. Lots of rotation, which is so important.
Yeah. It's really just a heavy clean going on here.
Until the very end. It's gonna possibly overbend a little bit. Come on, poke out in the open a little bit on the outside here.
Yeah.
Take a run out a little.
I think the hit and roll is there for sure.
Yeah. Maybe risk a little bit of a jam, but you know what? I don't think you do if you hit what you can see.
Well, I think you probably have to take a shot at it anyways, and you know, if it jams, it jams. But you know, try to make sure you look good enough to know exactly where that would happen. And and go ahead and go at it, because you're going to have to remove it. You're not going to just leave it there. I don't think you could. I suppose you'd come around with everything, but that would be a super aggressive and maybe not the wisest shot. But
Yeah, it'd be hard to go around everything, Jim, because then like you can chase it with the in-turn, or you can raise your own with the out-turn. So
yeah, exactly, and that's the problem. Yeah,
it's in a great spot to force a hit.
yeah. So not an easy shot for Reese-Hansen, but she's had a good game so far. So I expect her to be very close on this. Teams have a really good idea what's going on with ice conditions and whatnot. So, what are you looking for, Matt? Just like a hack or board weight shot here?
I think she's playing a control weight, like a little bit more weight than a hacker board here. Trying to make sure that she hits.
She's on the guard, I think.
Yeah. She raised her guard in. Nice little break.
Yeah.
Gotta hit it. Just didn't quite get out to the broom. Really, really risking or watching it and saying, I can't flash here.
Yeah. So a simple but big shot for Kitazawa here. She really needs to stay with this shot. She doesn't want to over curl or hit it on the nose and not be in the rings. So don't have to be in the rings very far, but you want to be on the rings here. Get a little less ice. Ikue Kitazawa.
Nice quiet weight. Trying to make it curl. Now not. Weight's pretty good. It should be fine.
So it should be really close.
Good weight control.
Needs to stay. Needs to stay. No, don't tell me. Whoa, big miss. I don't know why they didn't work a little harder to get a little more of that rock.
Yeah, I thought the way they were going, that the weight was pretty good, and they were good.
Yeah, it certainly looked. Watching it, it looked like she's fine. They can either hit it on the right close to the nose or anywhere, but never got there. And it certainly would have been able to. They would have been able to move it over, but. So a big break for Reese-Hansen there. I think it's she got an opportunity to blank and retain hammer going to 6. Just got to make the blank.
No jam here, but forced to play the in-turn. They feel forced to play this in-turn, Jim, and roll their shooter all the way across the sheet instead of the out-turn and roll it just half off, because it can't jam on the yellow and be in, but it can jam on the red and be in.
Yeah, so that
they
is a
feel
big roll.
forced.
It's an 8 or 9 foot roll.
Yeah.
Need to make
Looks
contact.
Looks pretty good.
Nicely done.
Good shot.
So a very nice blank after a half shot by Kitazawa leads to a blank end for Reese-Hansen. She'll retain hammer going into end number 6, trailing 2.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
Live Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
So we're back. This one's moving right along here at the Saville Grand Prix. Game between Reese-Hansen and Ikue Kitazawa of Japan. Kitazawa leading 2-1, playing 6. Ended up being a great opportunity and taking advantage of it as well for Reese-Hansen that last end, Matt.
Yeah, you know, a couple half shots. Reese-Hansen crashed the guard, got a little bit of a break, tapping it into the rings, and then Kitazawa could have ignored it and just split the rings, but elected to play a hit and roll on and just maybe played it a little too casual, as you said, and rolled out and gave the chance for a blank. So here we are in the 6th, and very important, if Reese-Hansen plays this right, she'll have 2 hammers to Kitazawa's 1. So I say the advantage right now is to Reese-Hansen, even though she's down 1, she's down 1 with playing 6.
Yeah, exactly. So Kitazawa has the center guard up. Reese-Hansen comes around now. Kitazawa will also try to come around with her lead, Ishigoka.
There's been a lot of focus these days too on hammers, especially late in games. Like, it's very easy to think about it this late in the game, right? Like, Reese-Hansen has the hammer in 6, scores. Kitazawa has the hammer in 7, scores. Reese-Hansen has the hammer in 8 and scores. So you look at it and say, if hammer is a point, then Reese-Hansen has a chance. Like right now, it's going to be 2-1 for Reese-Hansen, and they have 2 chances, 2 ends to try to turn one of those singles into a deuce.
Yeah.
Whereas Kitazawa only has 1 end to try to turn that single into a deuce. So the advantage is a bit on Reese-Hansen here in the numbers. That said, you got to execute.
Yeah.
Sounds really good when we say it out loud on the commentator, but you got to make the shots, Jim.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'd much rather be tied up playing this end with the hammer, but I like her position. I like the idea of the fact that she's got the 2 hammers, and if she is forced to take one here, it's not the end of the world. She just has to come back and force Kitazawa the next time, which.
And you know, they got an early miss. Kitazawa didn't want that rock to be back 8 foot like that. So this is not curling, but it's still in a good spot. I don't think you can get inside, so can't really hit it. So we've got ourselves an end, Jim.
We do.
I do think that if she makes it perfect, that we're gonna see some movement on the guard, though.
Yeah.
He says disappointingly.
Yeah. Minori Suzuki playing the freeze here. Rock's still a long ways out, looking for.
Trying to make a curl right now, which is not good.
I think she's going to be okay.
Yes, yeah.
I'd like to have got another couple of inches movement for sure.
Little bounce is not awesome. Here, the key to this shot, Jim, I think, is getting inside. You don't have to remove the rock. What you have to do is get inside.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Basically, if you can throw the same shot, but it's not the same. Seconds first.
Looks like it's going to be a little bit more than draw weight on this shot.
Yeah, just throw a T-line on its own and let the sweepers do the rest of the work. Don't overthrow this. A little tight, it looks like, but if it's heavy, it'll hang. Don't panic, ladies. I'd have panicked a bit.
Yeah. Not going to go quite as much as they want, but
it might take the back one, so it works out pretty good, actually.
Yeah. This will be an interesting call. This is not an easy call when you don't have hammer here.
Might
think
just
you're
throw
gonna
the outturn draw. They're looking at slashing it.
Ooh, I don't like that shot.
I don't like that
think.
either. I'm saying that that's what they're looking at.
Yeah.
I think the outturn draw comes with a lot of. You're really in it if you're throwing the outturn draw.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's if you can put it there, that's the shot. I think if you make it perfect, they're wondering whether they can throw like a draw weight through the hole and just chip off the top red one. I don't think so. They all decided they couldn't. This is outturn draw to the edge of to try to come down to the back one, and I think you just rip the guard.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a makeable shot for sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very precise.
Super precise shot.
Suzuki with her second here. Girls on this really, really early.
Going for everything from the looks of things. They don't like it.
No, it looks pretty
on
tight.
The guard. Where is this going to end up?
Maybe touching the yellow is better than nothing. I need a bigger touch.
Oof, yeah. You got to go there, definitely. Right now, Reese-Hansen is sitting 1. Second shot is the back yellow, and third shot is the top yellow, and then the fourth shot is the top red. So that's a lonely little second shot yellow rock there, which they're ignoring right now, which is really super smart call because this is the only out. The only out that Kitazawa has is this outturn draw. So get there first, Jim.
Yeah, I agree. It's yeah. If you could, you look at that. My initial reaction, think, why didn't you just tap her own on the yellow? Well, right now it's not really doing anything for Kitazawa, so let's leave it there. Our rock's kind of protecting them from having that side at all.
I think the key here is not be heavy. Doesn't look heavy. I wonder if the ice is changing in this spot a little bit. This might be light, Jim.
Yeah, it could be. Going to be really close, I think. Not going to quite get there, I don't think.
Bounce a bit. Not bad. Not bad. Kia's got out. So now they're going to... Ooh, they believe there's a chance at hit half a rock with Peel. Tick off that one, drive it onto the back.
Yeah, I think
Is
it's
there a chance that it's moving that way and this hits the back red and goes over to the yellow? I think there's a chance.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that. I think it's going to miss the back one, but we'll see in a minute. Trying to move a few here. Whoa, she's not going to hit the guard. Whoa. Just made a little contact with that rock with her foot.
I think she made a little contact with the back one too, because I think that back one would have been gone. Like
another look at this. This was tight right off the start here.
Watch where the side one is going to go. Look at that's going miles, and it hits her foot too. That's an unlucky break because I don't think they noticed that one. Because they do still have an outturn at that, but that yellow rock was going farther to give them the in-turn at this as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and if that was the case, then it opens up a real mess for Kitazawa back there. She's already got a mess going right now, even though she's got the second shot. She's only a shot away or some kind of shot away from a disaster here.
I think I would be playing. I might be playing the other one. I don't know that this tap is. I think I'd be playing to sit a bunch here.
Yeah, I might be thinking about that at this point too. So
I think they're gonna guard. They might guard this at the end. Even if you make this tap, they might guard the tap so that they don't drop.
yeah,
Because 5 is a lot, Jim. I know.
yeah, it is a lot. Yeah,
You
it
don't
is.
want to give up 5 right
No.
here. So
This
make
looks
this
pretty good.
perfectly.
Very nice.
Good shot. And I think they contemplate throwing the. Well, it's gonna leave another tap.
Wow, it's a real tough situation for Kitazawa here.
Yeah, well, I thought of that too. Do you run that yellow one in a way that try to just kind of like smash some things?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
You could go through. Yeah, you could go through and hit this one. You're probably going to lose your back one, but your shooter might end up in a really good spot.
Yeah, the good news is that because they played that tap like that the shooter is not out counting the very back one. So they're only at 4 that are out counting your back one. I'm saying that's the only good news right now.
Yeah.
The bad news is that they're sitting 2 buried and lost, and
With the same tap almost that they just played.
with the same tap that they just played.
Yeah.
Although the same, and also though a nose hit to sit 5, and like we talked about, 5's a lot.
Yeah.
You could also,
There's nothing good hardly here.
I know. I'm wondering if you run the guard in the center line guard into the 2 that are sitting there, and like they're
that.
talking about right now, and maybe change the angles for your last one.
Yeah. I think you've got to try to figure out a way that you can get out of this without them giving up more than 2.
Right.
Maybe
Yeah.
even
Like, I mean,
maybe 3.
I think you would be okay with 3 right now. Like,
Yeah.
if you're okay with 3 right now, do you contemplate just throwing a guard on the tap that they have on the hit for 5?
On the hit for 5. Yeah.
What are you okay with is what you're asking yourself right now. Like,
Yeah.
can I get rid of the problem with running the guard in is you take away 6 shot, but you might not actually remove 5th shot, right? Like if you're running a guard into 6th shot or 7th shot and 5th and like I'm running out of the numbers. Running the guard into 7th shot and 5th shot, and you might not remove 5th shot. That's the problem. So this is where we need the telestrator.
Yeah. Oh, it might be ugly though.
Well, yeah. No, we'd be drawing circles.
Yeah.
We'd be drawing so many circles on this. It would look like basically a soda water with that we dropped a lime into.
Looks like you're going to find out. Looks like she's going to run that back.
They're running this shot, which I did. The goal of this is to try to change the angles and leave yourself something on your last. And so I'm not sure that it is. I'll tell you what it's going to do, Jim. It's going to change the angles.
Yeah.
Is it going to change the angles in a way that you have a shot on your last? We're going to find out, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. It's just a pretty risky call. I don't know for sure what else she could have done, but maybe come around the intern tap on their high red. But anyway, let's see what happens here. Needs to curl some anyways. Not going to quite get over there, but.
Well, it changed the angles. So it hit 7th shot.
It left her something to work with, maybe.
Yeah, no, it still leaves this outturn run through. It leaves the outturn to sit 5, which I don't know. Doesn't that then leave the draw to the button? Like that's what you have to do. Like if you don't throw right now, does she have that outturn freeze? Because the outturn freeze is the shot that she really wants to play.
Yeah, yeah. This is
that takes her out of the end. This you might give her the out turn freeze playing this shot.
Yeah.
I might lay on the hog line in front of this one. That's the front end. You can make it perfect. I'm not saying you can't make it perfect, but you can also leave them the only shot they had to get out of this end.
Yeah. So Megan McGilvery is looking to hit and roll. Oh, she's going to maybe just barely get a piece of it, but might have got lucky.
Is it good? I think it is. I think it is, actually. I think they got lucky.
Although I will say that I think that she could go through here now. She could certainly quite easily get rid of 2 of the reds and leave her shooter right on top of that one that's just touching the center line.
Yeah, does it ever go, if it ever goes back on your yellow and you
might.
roll the shooter out, like if it goes back on that yellow and it rolls the shooter out and scooches these all around.
Oh yeah, it could be bad for sure, but I think if you hit that red one that's right there that everybody keeps tapping, if you just hit that just a tiny little bit high side, so it makes sure you make decent contact with the other red beside it, that red goes, the red on the button goes, your shooter stays where it is. I don't think the yellow one goes at the back, but it could, admittedly.
It might, yeah, it might.
I know one thing,
It's
you'd
gonna be close.
Better off than you are right now, for sure. But
well, they're gonna throw this a million miles an hour with an out turn.
Yeah.
There is a possibility here.
So the question really becomes, Matt, did Reese-Hansen maybe wait too long to play the raise
I think so.
takeout?
I would have played it last shot. I would have. There was no scenario where the rock she hit was only helping her. It was never harming her. And it just brought this into play. So let's see. This one's gonna be moving.
Out turn Hummer coming down from Kitazawa. It's gonna be. She didn't work out so good. She didn't quite
Yeah,
get
I know. I was gonna suggest that there was a possibility to leave a possibility of getting that shooter to getting the shooter to count, or the one top 12 foot to count.
Yeah.
I would do this. I would do this in a heartbeat again. I would just hit this. No, I don't think you want to. It's not bad for Kitazawa. It's really not bad because there's some freezes now that are in play. Like things are better. There's a couple of freezes opportunities, and even though it seems scary right now, like you can freeze on any 3 of these rocks to cut them down to 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Like freeze on any of these rocks and you could cut them down to freeze on that one, like the one that they're guarding right now, and you cut them down to, like, you get a steal. Freeze on any one of the outside rocks and you cut them down to max 3. You're never going to get more than 3. And you come out of this end giving up a 3, it feels like a win. Coming out of this end giving up a deuce, it feels like a win as well. And it's a win for both teams. Like Reese-Hansen is very happy with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they had a really good chance last end to really put the screws on, and for reasons I'm not sure, they got an unlucky break with the guard, that yellow guard that's sitting right beside the front end's left foot shouldn't be there. It should be farther over, because then it got stopped there by a sweeper, but she hit both guards and they never noticed that one. And then they never played it. And here we are, right? We're in a situation where there's still one really super lonely yellow rock in there, but you know for sure that Kitazawa is playing a freeze.
Yeah, the only way she's not is if you throw this a little heavy and you set up something that could be a potential double or triple at the back there.
Yeah, I still don't know. I guess if it's really like if it comes down and it's heavy and it bounces a tiny bit, it just makes it freeze. I don't see a scenario where she's not freezing, because that's the risk is if you ever roll out, you bring that top red into play, and that's when the crooked number comes.
Reese-Hansen looking to throw a guard here, sort of an in-the-house guard, if you will, sort of a top 8 foot, maybe full 8 foot in front of a rock at the back.
Probably want to outcount the back one and sit 4 here. Put some pressure on. Pretty precise shot though, Jim. Like bite the top 4 foot is the goal. They seem to like it. Good shot. So that's the spot.
Yeah.
Takes away a lot of the freezes. So now they're in how do we hold them to 3 situation.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough.
Nose hit that. You don't hold them to 3, or you hold them to 3. You might leave a double for 4. If you dead nose hit it and you make it over the top, you'd leave a double back for 4. So that doesn't hold them to 3.
Yeah.
But it's a long double, Jim. So
yeah, play this one right on the nose, and and if you make the double, you'll be shot rock. So she will have to move it, and she might have to roll a little bit to get 3 with the back one. But
yeah, but if you make this double, Jim, with a nose hit, don't you leave a double for 4?
yeah, sure. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I know, I hear you. But I just, I don't know. I just don't know if you can get out of this without making some kind of double here. You possibly could make a triple here, I suppose, but I don't know exactly which rocks they would be. So hit and roll behind the corner.
Yeah, they're debating whether or not they can make a sort of a triple into that.
Yeah.
There's no intern draw. Now they're actually getting screwed by themselves leaving that guard there, because if that guard is a little bit farther, they can intern freeze.
Yeah.
So now everybody kind of got a little bit screwed by that guard being where it is, and it shouldn't be there. Do you ever freeze down to your own back one?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see that.
Do you ever free, like they're thinking about hitting rolls here, like
yeah, she's trying to figure out how not to give up 3.
You know, yeah, right, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, do you ever just come around that top red, and like just try to go to the back 8 to the back 4 foot?
Yeah.
They're playing the intern hit and roll, which is it's okay. The good news is,
go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say the good news is that top red rock is never going to come into play, because that back yellow is staying there unless they somehow hit this thin enough that they kind of make contact with that back, which is almost impossible. So I think we're good.
So with this weight, I'm not exactly sure what she's playing.
Just a hit and roll.
Sort of
I
a
think
hit
the
and
whole
roll,
time, just the whole time, try to hit and then get it in the way. Pretty good.
I think she almost got a little tiny bit unlucky with that little spin at the end. She was really good, really, considering.
Yeah, that's an excellent shot.
Yeah.
It looks like a measure, but you just throw the draw.
Yeah, I think you're drawing either way, but I think it's you got to decide whether or not you got to move that red yellow. I don't know if she does. I think it looks, I don't know, hard to tell, but I'm betting on red. What do you think?
I'm gonna go with the way that she's confidently playing this turn with this ice, that it's red.
Yeah. And that last little spin though, if that stays right there, then it changes the shot a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I still think she draws for 2. 2 is really, really good here.
Yeah. That was a heck of a shot.
Well, it was a heck of a shot.
Yeah.
If it rolls like a tiny bit farther, she might actually have like the intern in turn hit her own onto the 2 and make the double.
So Reese-Hansen now with a draw, which we think is probably for 3. She basically has to just throw this really to the tee line and let it
Same
do
shot she basically just played, but a tiny bit more ice, and you don't even really need a tiny bit more weight. You just need a tiny bit more sweeping.
Yeah.
I think they want to switch here.
Looks pretty good.
It's good for 2 for sure.
Very nice draw.
Very nice draw for 2. Everyone's going to look at it for a long, long time here and decide whether or not it's 3. But I think the confidence in just playing that draw like the way they did, they're throwing a stick on it. But the confidence with the way that they played that draw, I think you're looking at a possible 3. But you never know where I'm about to start putting in the ice and we drill the holes. You never know where that hole is drilled either. It could be drilled a little bit lower than it needs to. It's not always perfect.
No, I'd be with you though. I think that it was definitely one that you would have looked a little bit harder and longer if you didn't think you were whatever number shot that was. If you didn't think you were shot out of these 2, then I think you would have looked a little bit longer because it really would have been the same shot. So we're going to hang in here for the measure, and then we'll go to break right as soon as that's finished.
Yeah, they played that with the confidence of believing that they were shots. So let's see whether or not their confidence pays off here.
Yeah. Obviously, you don't have to state the fact that it's a massive point, but
no, it's a big point. 2 is really, really good here. We talked about it before. 2 is awesome. So it's double 1, which is what they were going for when they started the end.
Yeah.
3 would be even better. 3, they do a little jig and dance around.
No, it's red.
Yeah.
So Reese-Hansen will pick up a big 3 points here in end number 6. Seemed like we should be in number 7 by now. Anyway, and she will take a 4-2 lead to the 7th end here at the Saville Grand Prix, and we'll be back right after the break.
That's life. That's what all the people say.
Hey guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the rip berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk and I'll add spinach and ginger? And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed, and definitely have the power booster and the collagen booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia, Custom Chaos? One of a kind.
You're one of a kind.
Blister juice, freshly made, your way.
Yeah,
Yep. So we're back here. Really exciting last end, man. It was, a great end, obviously, for Reese-Hansen, and not so much for Kitazawa, but wild end for sure.
Yeah, lots of chances there for Reese Hansen to really blow that game open, and did sort of with a 3-bagger, but Kitazawa made a really, really good shot on her last to force a good shot for 3 and a measure. So interesting end. Now, just shake it off and try to get a deuce, and then you get guards, you get rocks in play, and this 5 rock rule world we live in. So get some rocks in play and try to force a steal. So get a deuce and force a steal. You're not out of this yet.
No, and they really, I mean, up until obviously that end was a mess for them, but they really played a pretty darn solid game until that end. And I don't even know they necessarily played all that bad in that end. Just Reese-Hansen's team just made everything exactly the way it had to be, and it just got really messy with a few rocks to come. So anyway, so we're in 7th end, as I mentioned, and Reese-Hansen with hammer, or without hammer, sorry, leading 4-2.
Yeah.
And as Matt says, it's all offense for Kitazawa now.
It's a lot of offense. I mean, they're gonna throw this. They're gonna throw a couple corner guards here and try to manufacture the. You know, this is the way this typically goes. Throw a corner, they throw it in. You know, then they throw another corner, and they throw a guard. So Reese-Hansen's going to throw a tight center here, or she's going to try to choke off a corner guard. I've been seeing that a little bit too, Jim, where they just try to choke off one of these corners. See how good these corners are. This one's not good. So they might try to choke off. No, they're just going to throw a center. It's a rock in play. It's a rock in the way. It's not a bad shot. It's just not as good. When you can't see it on the right-hand screen, you know that it's not optimal.
No, not on ice. It's got the curl that this does for sure.
Yeah.
So
But it's in the way, and that's what they're going for. And they don't need 3. 3 would be great, but they need to get a deuce.
For sure.
I often said to you when I was playing, we have to get a deuce and steal, and if we get forced to 1, it just means we have to steal.
Yeah.
So we're still not out of it. We always had to steal. Now we just have to do it twice. To be robbers twice.
So a good job in the first 3 shots for Team Reese-Hansen here. They just made everything pretty much exactly what they want.
She believes you can make this with hack, Jim.
Wow.
She believes that she can. It's it is pretty high guard.
It is.
So I don't think she's wrong. She's rolling behind a pretty high guard then, though.
Yeah.
Ticking the guard is okay here. Just get some things out of the way. I don't think this is going to tick the guard. I think this is going to smash the guard. It's close.
No, close. Yeah, they let it hit the guard, so I'm trying to maybe roll it on.
Seemed on the guard pretty early. Might spin.
Guess what?
Spinning
That's
on.
Yeah. Wow.
Solid. That's an annoying rock right now.
It is
for Reese-Hansen. Like, she does not like that rock in any way, shape, or form, but she can't really hit it. She could try that. She could try to run the good corner into it, but unfortunately that red rock rolled for a better corner. So now you come around that top one, you're gonna stagger bury.
Yeah.
I mean, over bury behind the yellow and actually behind the red. So
yeah, I think
we're getting some rocks in play, Jim.
Yeah, absolutely.
Only shot is the center guard.
Yeah, and I think the best defense here might be offense as well, as I say, because I think you go ahead and play this guard up here, and at some point you may change your mind and decide to hit that one that's in the house, but not yet. You're still pretty good situation that doesn't really allow them to bring that into play without a couple of different shots. So got to get this one over though. Girls are working pretty hard. She'll get over there to a decent spot, but guess what?
It's not as good as it could be.
No. Another
chasing the top one. And guess what, Jim? There's a crooked end in play here now. There's a lot of guards. There's going to be a lonely red rock if you make this and roll behind a corner. It's I think you're going to have to throw a draw if you're Reese-Hansen. I don't think you can really hit that outside one.
No, you couldn't at that point because this back one's going to be wide open. It's not going to be a good plan. So this looks really good. Need to roll farther though.
Oh, it didn't roll far enough. That's the out. Now you can hit and roll behind all that stuff, and It's still not great for Reese-Hansen. It's still not an ideal situation right here, but it's better.
Way better than if that rolls another
Yeah,
4 or 18
yeah,
inches.
yeah.
Just a little bit too casual. They've had a couple
Maybe.
in this game that they're just maybe just a little bit casual in the sweep calls. I think they know the ice out really, really well and all that, but it's just they've just been a little casual on a couple calls, and at this point in the game, it really, really matters.
Yeah, I agree. Take that rock and roll it another rock, and this is a really interesting end. It's still an interesting end because Reese-Hansen needs to roll away here, which is going to leave a hit and roll inside. It's going to leave some chances. They're going to have some chances.
This one's got to curl a bunch.
This has really got to curl.
Oh, she hit the guard. Whoa.
Oh, got a break. Just pinballed around there and got a really nice break.
It did.
Kitazawa is looking at that going, come on, is this really the way my day is going to go?
Yeah. Trying to make it curl to get it by the high guard. Never mind, get to the other one. And actually here, there's keep sweeping. I don't know if you should be keeping sweeping. It gets another 2 inches and it doubles there.
Yeah, so, no, it's still a good spot. It's still a very good spot. There's no little quiet wait, the hack, wait, and roll.
I think you'd go the other way, couldn't you? You could go.
That's what I mean. Yeah, go the other way.
Face of this and roll
cross
that
the
way.
face and roll behind.
Throw enough weight to move it out.
I'm not sure that this does anything. I mean, I guess as long as you keep your yellow rock, it does something for you. But it's
well, if you go the way that we're talking, I mean, you get to sit number 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And they're only sitting 1. This way, she's still gonna sit probably 2.
She's gonna be sitting 1 and 2. Yeah.
Yeah, but 1 and 2 and throwing, I don't know. It just doesn't really. It's almost the exact same shot both ways. But anyway, it's on its way.
I guess you could play this with back line, and you could also chip it over the top and roll your shooter way behind that corner guard.
Yeah, maybe. So Nakajima here.
Really got to go.
Yeah, really got to go.
It's heavy, too. I don't think you want to throw. Yeah, that's not.
Well, the only good thing, it was at least moved it out of the way, and it does line up pretty nicely.
It does jack this up. Yeah, you just hit the open one now. But it's still, it's still, again, Reese-Hansen is not in a lot of control of this end right now.
No.
Yeah, you want to try to roll so you outcount the top yellow, which I think she's saying this is okay too. It is. It's going to leave a hit and roll to be a hit and roll. That's the most ideal situation.
Yeah.
But you just want to make sure, if you can, you roll for second shot. I think you're going to see Kitazawa still play hit and roll behind those 2 corners off the red rock, right?
Yeah.
No matter what. And then sit 2 quasi buried, and then you just rip out the top one and give her a deuce.
Yep.
So, yeah, you got to make this.
This is going to probably roll too far. And
just too far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yellow is second shot, which is the most important thing if you're Kitazawa. But it brings in a jam though, Jim, now.
It does, yeah.
You don't want be careful about your peanut butter now. You don't want that jam.
Oh my God, that's bad.
It is awful. I know.
I hadn't heard it before, but it was good. She's looking at maybe just playing the
Just
straight
playing
draw
a straight
now.
draw, yeah. Sit second and third.
Yeah.
Put some pressure on. Behind kind of a stagger of your rocks. Still high-ish guards, but don't think they have a shot off of the top red-yellow onto red. right? Like, and to get their shooter on, because
Yeah.
they'd have to half a rock, and I think it would drag it away. So I don't think they have a shot on that.
No.
They might have a shot for 2 on it.
So she's going with the draw here. We'll see where this
Yeah.
ends up. Full 8 foot, right where she has her broom is where she's trying to be.
You really just want to be second or third shot here. That's
Yeah.
the key. And it looks like it's bending pretty good.
Nicely
Good shot. I think you're going to have to chase it. Ooh, she's thinking about the freeze. God bless her. I think you could chase this, but you could also make this, Jim. Like I don't think you ever want to throw a guard on your own red. You could. I think that is really super risky because, like, if it does overbend on you, if you're trying to, that's a really super precise shot. If it does overbend on you and you leave that back one open, then they can hack weight it out, and now all of a sudden they're sitting 3. So I think you look at this and say, how do we get out of this without giving up 3?
Yeah.
That's how you get out of this without giving up 3. Even if you freeze onto it and you over curl a bit. Do you ever can you play the double off the red? Like, if you hit half of the red, half the top red, hit what you can see of the red, is it the yellow goes past the back one maybe?
No, I think it would.
Yeah.
I think it would drag right into it. Well, it's hard to say. When I look at the long view, it looks like it would drag right into it if you hit it on that side, but
I think
the
it
overhead kind of
drags
looked
the
the opposite.
other way. But it's anyway, doesn't matter. She's playing the corner freeze, which I think is the better shot. She's been making her draws all night. This is just come down here. They talked about the possibility of going past it as well. You could do that.
Yeah.
But if you can get this, in the way here. Even third shot is pretty good here. Somewhere in the way.
So Reese-Hansen with her first here in the 7th end. Looking for a draw to really corner freeze the yellow in the rings, or even just somewhere in that neck of the woods. Doesn't want to really bounce off at all, but
Bouncing off would be pretty horrible. This is perfect as long as it's, again, the key to it is that it's third shot. So like, you're not giving up 3 anymore.
yeah, it takes a 3 out of play.
It would take a lot to get a 3. It would take a complete miss to get a 3. So there, really good shot, really good result.
Yeah, probably a smart shot, really, to be honest. It's hard sometimes to think about just leaving a 2, but 3 is the bigger problem here. 2 is kind of how you started this end, fully ready and prepared to give up 2 and have hammer tied up coming home.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You weren't going to your plan would have been to make sure you didn't do anything silly to give up 3. It would be like, well, we'd love to force to 1, but
yeah. Force to 1 would be outstanding. It's still in play, but not giving up a 3 here is what you wanted to do the most. Like, you got a bonus 3 last end that puts you in total control. So give up a deuce here and you're tied up coming home with, which, if you had have suggested at the beginning of the game, that's a choice. They would have taken it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Little hit and roll here, trying to roll to around the corner, possibly.
Yeah. The corner on the left side when we look at the overhead. Yeah.
Yep. Going to be behind the tee, so possible freeze to it again.
Yeah.
No risk freeze to it.
This one's going to have to curl.
It's a pretty quiet weight, so it should curl. Risk is that it just finishes so hard here, it's going to nose it.
Yeah.
Now you got to change and go the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always going to curl.
Well, it does, she has to be a little bit careful there. Reese-Hansen has to be a little careful here, because if she jams it on the back red,
That could bring it in. That
Yeah.
it'll definitely outcount that top red. That could bring in
3 again.
Bring in
Yeah.
a crooked number too.
Yeah.
She noses this. She or rolls a hair inside. Does she ever take a run at the red?
If she rolled
Red,
inside,
red.
like behind those, the red yellow combo there, you mean? Or
Yeah,
they're,
like
they're both red yellow combos. Yeah.
Yeah, right. If she could, no, she could roll inside a bit to the left. Like if she crossed this and rolled a hair inside, I'm wondering if Kitazawa ever takes a run at the red double, which would drive the yellow back onto this red rock. I'm wondering if it rolls inside enough that she takes a run at that. I don't think it's good.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know whether or not it's hard to tell from here whether or not it's actually a possibility. It looks like, to get by that guard and then hit enough and everything else that goes with it. I don't know if it's there, but it would certainly be something you should look at.
Well,
so
like the risk of this hit and roll, the reason that she was trying to get underneath is that she doesn't want to jam it on that back red, right?
Yeah,
But I would say, like, if you got underneath, I just wonder whether or not you set up a bigger shot. And I think that's what the front end may have said. We can't hear them. Who knows? They might have just said, hey, skipper, if you get rid of this rock, the best they can do is a deuce.
Yeah.
And as long as you don't jam it, the best that they can do is a deuce. And we are tied up with then playing the 8th end. And that is really awesome. So let's just make this go away.
Yeah, that's got to be the plan here. It's like, just make this one disappear. Whatever way you think is best to make that happen, make it happen. And whatever the rest of that shot result is, we're fine with it.
Yeah.
It's kind of okay.
I mean, you could just peel this out. I mean, I guess you are putting some pressure on by trying to stay and forcing a good shot. But you could just make this, like, all you want to do is make this go away. And the last thing you want to do is jam it in the back.
Yeah, and I'm sure she won't do it, but you don't want to baby this enough to ever tick something on the top. So.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's a risk.
No.
I think the risk is always it curls too much. It's curling. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, very nice throw, actually. Nice control, weight, and a really, really nice
Just
throw.
leaves a nose hit for 1.
Nose hit for 2.
2, yeah, sorry, 2.
Yeah.
2. Nose hit for 2. Yeah, I'd have been 10. I would have contemplated just peeling that out.
Yeah.
But it forces that's why they're better than me. I would have they knew they could nose hit that with no problem.
Yeah. Sometimes it comes down to comfortability too with the shot. Like she might be comfortable throwing that shot, then she would be saying, well, let's take a little bit of ice and throw a peel, and I got to make sure I throw it hard and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, we are talking about the person who made a triple earlier in this game. Pretty routinely.
The rock that's got a curl.
Yeah, it should finish here. It comes over pretty good. Don't jam on the back. No, we're good.
No. So Kitazawa manages to get her deuce here in end number 7, and we will be all tied up when we go to the 8th end here at the Saville Grand Prix.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Homan, Mowat, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam.
All right, well, we're going to have a lot of good last stand anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and après curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at the
Good game. What time is it? 7:20. So it's
Let's rock.
2:20 to here. That's about standard this weekend. So welcome back. We are one rock in to the 8th end here in Edmonton at the Saville Center. 4-4 tie. Nice deuce there in the last end for Kitazawa. Matt?
Yeah, I see everybody working really hard to get that rock on the center line too. That's the leads draw the button now. Get it on the center line so they can't tip it or tick it. So good job, good execution, good deuce, and in 7 tie game. Everything comes down to this one, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a really fun game actually to watch. It's just
lots of good shots.
Yeah, lots of good shots. Of the odd miss, but not very many, and yeah, a few things to question and talk about in terms of strategies and management of shots and all that kind of stuff. So it's been fun.
Well, we had one end that was like almost a shake hands end, like a possibility of a 5 was real for a lot of that end, and get a 3 out of it is still good, no question. If they started the end saying we're getting a 3, they'd been great. 5 would have put this game out of reach probably. 3
I think so, yeah.
makes it you're still into complete and utter control. So it's all good.
So Sumi, he should go Ka.
Trying to get this just over the hog line, Jim. Just over.
Yeah, trying to keep those rocks distanced. So it's going to be pretty good, I think, Matt.
Yeah, I think it's going to end up again if they're staggered like that. It's a tough double peel later.
Yeah. It might like a little more distance between them, but still pretty good.
Yeah, a couple ends ago I said it was a bad rock if you couldn't see it on the right.
Yeah.
This is the one exception.
Yeah.
Would have been a really good rock if you couldn't see it on the right.
Couldn't see it, and they weren't kicking it off. Then it was a dandy. Juliana McKenzie now with their last rock here in the 8th end. Set the lead for Team Reese-Hansen. Looking to come right around again.
It's kind of a little bit heavy when it doesn't curl.
Yeah.
So, gonna leave the button. Gonna leave a chance. Gonna leave the button, and there's some rocks in play. Kitazawa doesn't want to sweep that. She wants to leave everything everywhere she can. Yeah. So, second gets to make the in-turn draw to the button. Kitazawa is saying, I really, really want you to be in the rings here, and I would be okay with you freezing this back one at this point. It's not the end of the world.
No. It's great setup. She has a great setup right now. She got the 2 center guards on the center line. And the 2 reds are not really where they really want them to be. We like them to be basically, top maybe full 8 and top button sort of thing would have been the preference.
Yeah, but a little bit more pressure.
Yeah.
But all that Reese-Hansen has to do is start making peels. Just make the peel.
Yeah. And in this whole game, people have done a great job of that. So we'll see what happens. Minori Suzuki now with her first.
They made double peels for fun this game.
Yeah, it's been kind of wild.
This is heavy. The skipper did say, I'd be okay with you being a little bit heavier. Don't be light. So putting a little pocket back there, which is okay.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. It's in the way. Now we see whether or not we can run a double peel for a couple of rocks. We're going to have, if she doesn't make the double peel, we're going to have a chance to throw a guard that's off the right-hand screen, just over the hog line, just not on the screen on the right-hand side. Let's see if she can make this double peel, Jim.
Yeah.
Good extension. It's close. No, just single.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So Kitazawa's going to try to put that one back and make sure it doesn't get any closer than it was to the.
Yeah, just bite the center, or just perfectly guard that rock as close to the hog line as you possibly can. Think of just over the hog line as your button and draw it. Really hard rock to throw because you don't practice throwing it just over very often.
No, I'm working really hard on this. The stopwatch went in the
comes up
pocket
or-
early, so they really do need to get it in play.
Yeah, it's got to
Really
be in
got to
play.
go. Really got to go. And I think they're going to make it.
I
They
don't.
are not. No.
Well,
said,
you know,
just a
you
hard
missed
shot
it.
to
Missed
throw.
it by a foot.
Yeah.
Like, really, it goes down as a 0, and she missed that shot by a foot.
Yeah.
Which is that's hard. It's hard on the. It's you want to give it the whole time.
Yeah.
She gave it a chance. You might be thinking to yourself, well, it would have been better if it got a little closer. But the closer you get it to this, they didn't come out far away from missing that double peel in the last one. You got to take some chances in this game, Jim, and they took a chance and it didn't really work. Not out of this yet. There's still
not at all,
there's
no.
still going to be some rocks in play. So now the lucky part is just a center line guard, just throw guard. It doesn't have to be so precise anymore. It just has to be in the way.
So good peel there for Bono in her second one. She makes 2 peels. Good job. Third stone, Seina Nakajima now. We'll look to throw the guard. As Matt says, there's, you even have the rock at the top of the 8-foot that can serve as a guard if you need it to be. So it's not yours, but might not matter at the end. You might have to.
I think that's what's going to end up happening, right? They're just, if you kind of play this all out and if everybody peels and everybody guards, then eventually it looks like they're going in now. They're changing their mind. This is a little heavy, so they're bringing it. They're trying to just tuck it right.
Trying to get it somewhere near the center line. I think it probably.
Okay.
Trying to get. That's pretty
Not
good.
bad, yeah.
Yep.
It's a teaser.
Yeah.
I think you just straight out turn peel that.
Yeah, you can
I
peel
don't
it
think
over
you'll
the-
ever run it onto your own red, but you could.
Could take a chance to run it across the top and don't play it too fancy. And if you can ever touch your own, so be it.
There are times in my career where I've tried to get greedy like this and it's ended really badly. So I said to myself, don't get greedy
do it, yeah.
anymore.
No, I
Don't
think
get
that's
greedy. And
very wise. I think it's
this works out. This works out 8 times out of 10, but the 2 times out of 10 it doesn't work out, you hate yourself.
Yeah. So Megan McGilvery now with her first. Looking to make really a single peel, but if everything
They're
aligns right,
trying.
might touch her own on the way by. It's going to be close, actually. No, not
Yeah,
quite.
not bad.
No. So she sort of, I think, took the safe approach of that.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
don't have
she
ice
definitely
or anything- Yeah.
took it. Let's hit this really thin, and if we just stick it good, we'll take
Yeah.
it. But
We don't want to have to be in a panic sweeping it.
Yeah,
till
we
it
don't.
happens. So, yeah.
the last thing we want to do is dead jam it. Like I said, it works out 8 times out of 10, Jim.
Yep.
It's those 2 that you kick yourself for the next 14 years.
Sure.
No, I'm kidding. It's not 14 years.
Oh, wow. Nakajima now with the similar shot. Hopefully last one I have to assume she got a little wide on, so this one's going to be a little closer to the center line. She doesn't have to go quite so hard on it. Yeah, it's a good shot.
Yeah, it's going to tease them again into now. I think they take a
Take it on.
They take a little bit less of a risk run at this. It's still a risk. Like again, I think we're now at this level. Like they make this shot way more times out of 10, like 9.6 times out of 10. But again, if you do dead jam this, you just hate yourself.
Well, yeah, and the problem is it changes the color of the rock at the top of the 8-foot.
Right,
which is
exactly.
Which is a big factor, yeah.
That's a super big problem too.
Again, she's going to be close, but going to be a little high, I think. And she is.
It's a way to miss it. So do you
Yeah.
throw one more center here, or do you go now?
I think I'm still going out front. I don't think I'm going in there and have her run that red one back in there, and all of a sudden the best I've got is the freeze on the back. I'd like to put one more guard up there and then go.
So I'll give you I can argue both ways, but
I
if
know,
if
yeah,
you
no,
go
yeah.
in here, right? If you go
Yeah.
in here, then if they play the red, like the red run onto it, then you go top 4 foot,
Yeah.
and then there's you've created. If you throw a guard here, does Reese-Hansen ever come in and go top button?
Yeah, and I think you got to consider that. I think I'm prepared to let her do that. I guess would be my
Yeah,
thought. I'd be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
go ahead and do that because I think if I get the guard out front, then wherever you put that, I'm going to be able to get to it, and I just have to be
Yeah.
able to move it a little tiny bit. So
And
I
one
don't
of
know.
the things
Yeah.
that you've got working for you is that Reese-Hansen does not want to throw a draw on her first.
No.
She wants to get rid of
Exactly.
some
Yeah.
things. So
Yeah.
you throw a guard and you kind of force a draw.
Yeah.
If you throw this, you force you kind of play into she gets to blast. But
Yeah.
they're playing it.
Yeah, and they didn't seem to even have a lot of doubt about it. I don't even know if I saw any motion for the guard
no
at all.
nobody
So,
even tapped around the guard.
Yeah.
It was never in play. And again, like if she does go top 4 buried behind the guard, you're like, okay, now what do I play? I guess you got the outturn around
Yeah.
everything. So
Well, just make
but
this
here we
really
go.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make this good.
You don't even have to necessarily bury this. You can get this even.
I don't think you want to bury this. And
Yeah,
I think you want to be splitting the center line.
Yeah.
Fully top 4 splitting the center line.
So Ikue Kitazawa now will play her first in this end.
Super high tuck slider. Feels a little bit like Carrie
Yeah.
Burtnick.
Yeah.
Maybe you should watch the old Carrie Burtnick
Videos
to
on VHS or something like that. Yeah.
on YouTube.
No,
They're just
on YouTube.
everywhere.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go. Just got to curl it down. Oh, that's pretty perfect.
Yeah,
That's
I think
pretty
that's
good.
pretty darn good. Yeah.
I think she's running the red in. Good things can happen for Kitazawa with this shot. Good things can happen for Reese-Hansen too, obviously.
That's the problem, and that is definitely the problem. And I wasn't really thinking of that when she decided to throw that shot. But where they ended up, she could easily make the double on the yellows, like red, yellow, yellow, and leave not very much. She would leave
Easily, yeah.
Yeah.
You could also, you could also nose hit this, like nose
Yeah.
hit the red, and then you made a higher guard, and
Yeah.
like you get the back one, right? But you make a
Yeah.
higher guard, and then she makes this again, and now you're not as happy.
Now it's already exactly, yeah.
So and they're playing this to hit. They're playing this really aggressive. Like if they're playing this really aggressively for 3/4,
Yeah.
you could jam too and still not be shot.
Yeah. It's on its way. We'll see in a minute.
Looks really close to the nose, actually.
Yeah.
It's real close to the nose. So there you go. Nose hit, not bad. But now you put it back exactly the same spot, and you built a really good end here. They've done a really good job. They go way back and say to the Kitazawa said, "Do not be light. It's okay to come back here on that second straw," and that this has led to this whole end. And I think it was just not great rock placement early has got them into this situation. So
Yeah, very
I don't know
interesting
how important the leads rocks are.
Yeah.
They're pretty important.
She has a chance now to force Reese-Hansen to either play a run back on her red or ignore wherever this rock ends up and try to draw with not very much to draw to if she puts this in the right place. So
Yeah,
it'll be be interesting.
Yeah, it's a run back or a wide out turn draw.
Yeah.
Neither one of them are joys.
This might be light.
This might be really light. You don't want to pull it here. They're really working it. Line's holding, so it's not going to be top 4, but it might get by. No, it's not going to get by. It's going to leave both turns. Okay. It's not good, but it's not bad. It's gonna leave both turns.
Yeah, it's too bad. It certainly, just pull the string a little bit.
Yeah, you're sitting in the hat going, and sometimes, sit in the hat and say, if I throw the exact same shot, I'd probably win.
Yeah,
is the way to think about it, and not I don't want to be heavy here. You want to get all negative thoughts out of your head when you sit in the hack. I'm not saying she had negative thoughts.
Yeah.
But the one negative thought you might have is don't be heavy.
Yeah. So just a quick thank you to everybody for taking the game in today here on Curling Stadium, and invite you to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done that already. It's certainly helpful for us in bringing you as many of these curling events as we can across the country. Reese-Hansen now with the in-turn draw for the win. Sweepers are not doing much with it right now.
Trying to make it curl, which is not great.
This may not get far enough over, Matt. I don't know.
This is
it's way heavy.
Not even close.
Tough break for Reese-Hansen. She's had really nice draw weight almost all day. So, but Kitazawa manages to steal one in here. Number 8. Sorry about that. For a 5-4 victory, and will now improve to 2-1. Reese-Hansen will drop down to 2-1. Both these teams play tonight, and we'll be happy to join you again. So again, thanks for watching. On behalf of Matt Hames, myself, Roy McCusker, and everybody here at Curling Zone and Curling Stadium, thanks for joining us, and we will see you back here in a couple of hours.
Yeah, thanks everyone. See you soon.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.